In today's fast-changing world, planning for the future just isn't about savings. It's about making your money work smarter. Many of us are looking for ways to balance protection and growth, especially to fulfill our life goals. And that's where life insurance as an investment avenue becomes truly powerful. To help us understand this better, we have with us on Investar Talks Mr. Prasun Gajri. He is the Chief Investment Officer and Chief Strategy Officer at HDFC Life. Prasun, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for that.
As I understand that a customer can choose to go even 100% investing in equity when it comes to the investment part of the ULIP. So tell me what sort of funds are available to choose from?
So we offer funds which are benchmarked to say Nifty 50, which are very large cap oriented top 50 stocks. We offer funds which are benchmarked to the top 100. We offer funds which are benchmarked to the top 200. Okay. We also offer a flexi cap fund which is benchmarked to the 500, Nifty 500. We also offer pure mid cap fund. And the customer is free to choose a single fund, a combination of different funds. Each of these funds have an NAV declared at the end of the day.
Okay. If we just have to give a ballpark or a rough estimate to customers on how ULIPs fare in two ways. One is taxation and the other, more importantly, returns. Because I'm sure this is a question that a lot of customers ask, that average return kitna hai or something like that, or expected return kitna hai.
So on the taxation front, I think while each person will have to kind of check with their tax advisor, the ULIPs do get cover under both Section 80C and 1010D, and with certain caveats out there. Now, as far as returns are concerned, see, ULIPs have two parts, protection and investment. When we say returns, the returns do not apply to protection. Protection is there to kind of provide you in case of any eventuality. So therefore, the returns should be looked at from the money which has gone into these funds. And there the fund performance is absolutely transparent to you. Right? If it's an equity fund which is linked to say BSE 200, I provide you a fund fact sheet with the components of the fund, with the performance, my benchmark performance, everything available on a monthly basis.
Let's say you have a plan and you have the fund fact sheet available in front of you. How would you read it? I mean, what would be the points that you would want to read into a fact sheet so investors can glean how their fund is performing?
See, what do you look for in a fund? Okay, you're looking for 2-3 things. What is the objective of the fund? What is the fund setting out to do?
Okay.
Right. If I claim that I am going to invest in large cap funds, but half my portfolio is small cap stocks, obviously there's a mismatch, right? So one is clearly whether the fund is matching the objectives. What kind of risks the fund is one. Is the fund reasonably well diversified? Because I look at how well diversified the fund is, not just across stocks, but across sectors. I will look at what is the concentration of a fund. Diversification and concentration, when I say concentration, what kind of risks the fund is taking. So if, for example, there's a particular sector which is 5% in the benchmark, but the fund is holding 15%. Am I comfortable with that? I'm not saying what the fund is doing is right or wrong, but as an investor, is that something which is comforting to me, right? So I think, and then you need to look at longer term performance. You should clearly track 3, 10, 3, 5, 7 year performance and see how the fund is really, but minimal at least a 12-month performance, if nothing more.
You know, the last few years we've seen this amazing market run up. But again, there is this tendency of people to look, oh gosh, in the last 1 year we've seen a lot of volatility, or oh, some event is happening, etc. I think it's somewhere human nature to look at that. So tell us, how would ULIPs essentially help investors in riding that market volatility?
See, very simple. One, when you're signing up for ULIP, I assume the customer is signing up for long run. There will always be volatility. Especially when you are exposed to equity as an asset class, there is always going to be volatility. Now, through all this volatility, where world has gone through so much of change and so much of actually pressure points, equity markets have performed reasonably well. So the point is, if you stick long enough, if you are willing to ignore these short-term movements in market, equity markets reward you. And a lot of people think ULIPs is only about equity.
Yeah.
It is about equity because that is where most part of the money tends to kind of migrate to, but we have all other choices as well. So you can move across funds, you can change your asset allocation, and you basically decide based on your own risk appetite. But if you are willing to stick out to your term, longer term, equity markets tend to reward patient investors.
Well, that was Prasun Gajri helping us see how life insurance solutions can bring together protection and growth. If there's one message to take away, accomplishing life goals takes time and persistence. Markets may move up and down, but staying invested and disciplined is what helps you reach your goals. Thank you so much for tuning in to Investar Talks by HDFC Life.